Hi, today I have another meal plan for you. I am uploading this video at the same time I'm uploading my food haul or the groceries that I did for this meal prep. So if you want to check that out maybe first, go ahead and do so. This is going to be another simple and pretty healthy meal prep. I like to meal prep my lunches and dinners, not so much breakfast because I really enjoy making breakfast in the morning. And I do really like to have my lunches and dinners prepped. So let's get into the meal prep. In here I have 3 cups of dry pasta, and it is very, I cooked it a couple of, like 15 minutes ago. It's kind of clumping together. I don't like to use oil, so I think I can get away with not using oil. So the veggies that I'm going to add to this pasta salad are corn, tomatoes, pickles and cucumber. And because there is liquid in from all the veggies basically, it's already becoming easier to stir. And I'm also going to add a couple of handfuls of spinach. So now that I mix the salad, I'm going to create a dressing. And it's going to be a hummus soy dressing, so it's gonna be full of protein and well, deliciousness. The hummus that I am using is a dried tomato one, a sun-dried tomato one. And I'm going to use unsweetened soy yogurt. This is just the basic one from my supermarket's own brand. So use about 4 teaspoons of the soy yogurt and about 3 teaspoons of the hummus. I'm also going to add lemon juice, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of thyme and 1/4 of a teaspoon of rosemary. I'm going to mix this up as best as I can. I'm also going to add just like a touch, about a tablespoon, half a tablespoon I think, of nutritional yeast. I'm going to add a little bit of water to make it a little bit runnier. If you don't mind using oil, feel free to add oil instead. I really hope the spinach would wilt down more, because the pasta is warm a little bit still. But maybe that will happen when I add the dressing. So this is the pasta salad done. I'm going to let it sit aside for a bit for the pasta to completely cool down before I'm adding it to my containers. I don't know what it is about this salad, but it just looks so good. And it was really easy to make. It's just like chopping up some vegetables and putting it together with the pasta and a simple dressing. I think I will be adding like half a tablespoon of yogurt whenever I am going to eat this, so it will be very creamy again, because you know, if you make a creamy dish and then for meal prep it doesn't stay creamy. The rest of this I'll be eating tonight with my dinner. I'm meal prepping for the next couple of days, so yeah, I'm so excited for these. Black bean balls, I blended up a can of black beans and I heated up about 3 cubes of frozen spinach and like 2 tablespoons of peas, and I heated it up in the microwave and added it to this. So I'm just going to mix this in there. The spices that I'm going to add in are garlic powder, salt and pepper and thyme. Because there did come some liquid with defrosting the frozen spinach, I have a little bit more oat flour than I usually use. This is half a cup of oats blended, and I'm just going to add that in there. And to make sure everything sticks together, I have 1 flax egg, which is 1 tablespoon of broken flax seeds or flax meal, mixed with 3 tablespoons of warm water, and I've set that in the fridge for about 15 minutes. I'm just going to mix it all together. Now that it's all pretty well mixed together, I'm just going to go in with my hands. The batter is a little bit sticky, but that's okay. And now I'm just going to form the balls. because the batter is a little bit sticky, the balls form really well. Here I have the balls all done. They're not really exactly the same shape because this one is much smaller than this one. But yeah, there are about 18 balls in here, I think. I also made them a little smaller just because they'll fit easier into the containers that way. So yeah, I'm just going to bake these on 220 degrees Celsius for I think 20 to 30 minutes depending on how they'll do in the oven. I ended up flipping these halfway through their baking time, so I'm so excited. I cooked some broccoli on this side, so I'm just going to, it's cold by now, so I am just adding that in here as well. I don't know what this is, but this just is in my spinach. Like, what is this? About a handful of spinach per container. Just so healthy and incredibly rich in protein, and it's going to be so freaking delicious. So I'm just going to add 5 of these balls per container. Oh, 6, Ruby. I was thinking of spicing this up a little bit with a yogurt dressing, but I think I'll make the yogurt dressing separately. I think it will be fine like this, and I'll just add like a little bit of yogurt over top when I eat it, or make some sort of a dip, I think. This looks amazing. To start off the soup, I added some water in my pot, and I'm going to add in my onion. Now that the onions are as good as done, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder because I don't feel like using actual garlic. And I'm going to add the rest of my veggies. Here I have a head of broccoli, including the good parts of the stem, and 2 small potatoes that I cut up. About 1.5 liters of water, as well as 2 bouillon cubes. You'd usually use a bouillon cube per half a liter, but I don't want it to be too salty, and if it still needs another bouillon cube, I can always add that later. I'm going to wait until this boils, and I'm going to put the heat down to about medium-low. I'm going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Everything has been cooking for almost 20 minutes and it's looking real good. So I'm going to add more vegetable to this, because this is going to be a really vegetable nutrient dense soup. 2 handfuls of frozen peas. And I'm also going to add a handful of spinach. I'm going to cook this for another 2 minutes or so, maybe even 1, because it's already starting to defrost and wilt. So I think I'm going to add soy milk to this to make it a little bit creamier. This is the unsweetened version, or just a big splash. I'm going to let this simmer for another minute, and then I'll blend it and transfer it to the containers. I saw that there were a couple of clumps in here, but you know what? I don't care. I like having something to chew on, so I don't really care that it's not completely smooth. I will be eating these soups over rice, but I have found that I do not like pre-cooked rice and to heat it up, so whenever I'm ready to eat, I'll just heat this up in the microwave and cook some rice on the side. So that is how I'll be planning to eat that. The tofu tikka masala, of course you're going to need tofu, and I pressed this in a kitchen towel for I think 15 to 20 minutes under a couple of heavy books. Pressing makes the tofu a lot drier, so it cooks up quicker and, in my opinion, better. I'm just cutting these into cubes. I know they're not completely even, but it's fine with me. Tofu is the only thing that I do when I cook in oil, just because I don't think it gets as crispy and delicious if I were to use water. Now that the tofu has cooked a bit and I added salt and pepper, I'm going to add the onion that I finely chopped. The onion has been cooking with the tofu for a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to add the carrots now, or it's just one carrot chopped up. The carrots have been cooking for a couple of minutes as well, so I'm just going to add my seasoning. This is a half a teaspoon of garlic powder with a tablespoon of masala spices, which are just Indian curry spices, I believe. So this will be cooking with the vegetables and tofu for a couple of seconds, and then I'll add the coconut milk. This happens to be a light coconut milk. I personally don't really care, like use full fat. Healthy fats are good for you, but this was just was the cheapest that I could find. As you know, I'm working on a budget here. I'm just going to bring this to a simmer and let it cook for about 10 minutes. It has cooked enough by now, for about 10 minutes I believe, so I'm just going to turn this off. Here I have a can of cannellini beans rinsed, so I'm just going to add half of that in here. And for a little extra sweetness, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of corn. And that is it for the masala curry. Now I am ready to plate up, or to container up, I guess, this deliciousness. So these curries I'll be heating up in the microwave, and I'll be cooking rice next to that whenever I'm ready to eat the meal. I am very excited for these. Except for the pasta salad, all of the other dishes I'll be eating with rice. For my lunch with the veggie balls, I'll be cooking up half a cup of rice, and for my dinners, for the soup and the curry, I'll cook up a cup of rice. I really hope you enjoyed this meal prep. I did it a little bit different than I did last week. Last week I just fast forwarded the footage and put a song under it, and this time I really talked about what I was doing. So I would love to know what you prefer. Let me know down in the comments below. If you are ready to go on the vegan lifestyle but you're not really sure where to start, I have a guide on my website. It's completely free, and it helps you to replace animal products with vegan alternatives. Go to shevegan.com to get it. If you are interested in more videos about the vegan lifestyle, vegan food, all that good stuff, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, She Vegan. I upload new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.